Hi, Mick Garvey from the Attack channel, Airgun World and Sporting Shooter. Just a quick follow-up video on my original one for the Sightmark Wraith 4K. If you remember, I had the original Sightmark Wraith HD on review and test when it first came into the country. I had it overnight, took it back to the show, the shooting show afterwards, and then I had it on a couple of times, doing a review in the woods, doing a bit of shooting, a bit of nighttime shooting. This is the 4K. This is the latest evolution model of it. This is what it's come to. I don't think it's going to replace it. The HD will still be available as far as I'm aware, but this is a different animal altogether. Whereas before the HD had recording but no microphone, no sound, this has now got sound. Does a pretty good job, although I found on this particular model it is a pre-production mule. And there's one or two glitches, as with everything, before it comes into full production, which will be sorted out and ironed out when it comes on sale, which I'm reliably informed will be very, very soon. It's going to be in the version in the region of about, I would imagine, £1,000–1,200, somewhere in that area. But the main difference is, as you can see, it's more ergonomically designed. The rubber flip-up cap is still the same on the front. Full 4K videoing. Various versions of it, 30 frames per second, 50 frames per second, and obviously it's got still photography as well. I've got some fantastic footage which you'll be watching later on in this video of a few squirrels, hits on squirrels, come out really well. The quality is unbelievable, and this was quite plain to me in Vegas early on this year when I first put my hands on one of these. The image quality, albeit in daytime, was absolutely superb. Really was superb. I've been out a couple of times with it while I've been foxing, just to get a few videos of what was around. I got some deer, got some hare. They'll all be on the video later on after you've watched this. I also got some close-ups of foxes with the stills. I was just shot with a 223, not obviously with this. So the quality is there. It comes standard with a I would say a budget IR, which works well for airgun use. I would say it's more than enough. If I'm going to put this on my centerfire rimfire, then I'm going to probably use my Wicked Lights A51 IR. That's the one with the two IRs and the red LED. That'll work superbly, and that obviously just fastens onto the side on the Picatinny rail, or you could possibly sling it on the side of this with a offset mount for the torch. Another, what I'd say is improvement over the HD, is this has now got an inbuilt battery. Now the inbuilt battery, I was out 2 days ago in the daytime on the squirrels. I was out 6 hours and the battery didn't run out. I had it on all the time. I wasn't using the Wi-Fi, but I was using the zoom in and out, I was using the recording, so I was using it comprehensively, and the battery was still alive after 6 hours. So that's generally, plenty of time for most people. It comes with a USB lead with a micro USB to plug in and charge and transfer any images. So if need be, you run out of time, you can always plug it into your car. We've all got USB chargers in this car, and recharge it. Or I would imagine you can use a battery bank to back it up as well, to supplement the inbuilt battery. Recording is all done to an SD card, but like I say, you can actually transfer direct from this to your PC, or take the SD card out, put it into an adapter. It's a micro SD, put it into a micro SD adapter, stick it in your computer, transfer all the files that way. I have to say I'm very, very impressed with it. Would I think about buying one? I'm certainly looking at buying one. I'm dreading the day when the guys at Scott Country who's lent me this ask for it back, because I'm getting on with it really well. I'm liking it. It's an excellent supplement to my thermal scopes that I use on my rimfires, my high-powered air rifles and my centerfire. But I go through one or two things. Obviously the front focusing ring just behind the front lens, eyepiece focusing just in front of the rubber eye cup. Rubber eye cup, it works quite well without it, but it gives you a little bit of comfort and stops any external light bleeding in. Plus if you're out at night, any reflection on it stops it bleeding out to alert any of your quarry. Top right hand side, as you're looking down the scope, just at the side of the top menu button is the on off button. Long press of that brings it on, long press of that takes it off. Also you can access the rangefinder, the Stratomatic rangefinder, or the information on that is accessible from that button as well. The other side is the record button, to swap between video and still photography. One long click, one long press, changes between cameras, video and camera, still camera. Short press starts recording and takes the photograph. The top button is a dial, and that's also your zoom, and that's a much better one for me than it was on the HD. The HD one was good. This is better. Nice little dial, positive clicks. You can see it, and it goes in increments of 0.5 up to obviously from 0.5, 1 point, 1.5 to 2.5. I've got it set on increments of 1, so I go from 1 zoom, 2 zoom, 3 zoom, all the way up to 8 zoom. The picture quality on even on the highest zoom is tremendous, well worth looking at. I think that's about it with it. The menu, obviously it's got the one shot 0, it's got the Wi-Fi as well. The menu is quite comprehensive. It can be interesting to get your head around it, to say the least. It's not hard. Once you've done it once, I think you're sorted, but it's a little bit more involved. It's probably a better way of putting it than it was on the HD. One thing I've found is when I'm on the air rifle, when I've actually set the reticle up, the reticle is towards the bottom of the screen, and for me the reticle down at the bottom, it just seems a little bit off, but I can get used to that. It's not too bad. On the air rifle, that's how it's going to be. I guess the gun is really set up and aimed at the rimfire and centrefire for further distances, and which will bring the reticle up into the centre of the screen. Maybe it's something that Sightmark could look at. Maybe it's something they can do about it. They're the brains behind this, so maybe that'll be something to look at. Works fine with the reticle at the bottom of the screen, no problem. You've got your colour palettes for the reticles. I think there's probably 8 different colours: pink, green, blue, red, black. Different reticles. There's 3 profiles for different guns, so you can take it on and off the gun, put it on a different gun with 3 different profiles for different zero ranges. And basically that's about it. I mean, like, I probably could waffle on all day about it, but to be honest, the proof of it will be in the videos you're going to watch shortly, on the squirrels, some of the stills from nights, on the foxes, some of the hares I've picked up on some of the deer. Really like it. Like I say, I'm seriously thinking about buying one. It's the right money, and I think when you're using in conjunction with a thermal spotter, which is the most economical way of dealing with night shooting, probably 1,200 quid, something like the maximum I would imagine for the Sightmark. Don't quote me on that. A thermal, you can probably pick one up for 1,200 quid. This is probably 4 or 5 year old now. This costs a lot more than that, but there's some of the XM range from Pulsar work really well. In conjunction with this, you've got a great setup. You're looking at you pick your quarry up with your thermal, swap to your night vision, away you go. And like I said, on mine, I use the Wicked Lights A51IR, and that'll work really. But there's others available, but for me that works really well. The standard one's alright for airgun use, not be a problem. I think most of us will be happy as we can be with that. Anyway, that's it guys. Thanks for watching. Enjoy the video, enjoy the footage I've got from this that's coming up shortly. Appreciate any comments as usual. I'll get back to you, I'll answer them, I'll talk to you, we'll get any answers you need. Thumbs up, thumbs down, any thumbs down, give me the reason why the thumbs downs are there, and I will try and change things to make things better for you. Don't, try and eliminate any thumbs down, anything you don't like. Subscriptions, I'd love some more subscriptions if you can possibly do it. The more subscriptions we get, the more people are interested in providing things for us to use, and gives me things to give away to you guys. I've still got some in the pipeline. I know I've talked about this before, and I must apologise for not getting that sorted out before now. Couple of interesting things ahead, like there's some memorabilia, some hats and some bits and pieces. But it's all coming, and you never know the way things have been. If the lockdown comes down, it's going to give me loads of time to sort some more videos out. But as it's been with work and various other things I've had to sort out recently, then they've had to go on a bit of a back burner. But worry not, they're in the pipeline and they will be all ready for you quite shortly. So once again, thanks for watching. Appreciate any comments, any thumbs up, thumbs down, subscriptions, really love that if you can. That would be fantastic. That's it from me, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye.